Hey everybody, David Brody here in Washington, D.C. in the CBN control room. It's like a hidden bunker in here. Hey look, Michael Wolff, fire and fury. It's definitely causing a lot of fire and fury inside the White House, but let's remember something and let's take a couple of steps back. First of all, Steve Bannon, the guy quoted mostly in this book, or at least that's the guy on the record, he had some axes to grind. He wasn't a big fan of Jared Kushner. He wasn't a big fan of Ivanka Trump. Clearly that is in the book. But there's something bigger here, and it has to do with media bias. Look, Michael Wolff has been traveling in liberal media circles for a long time. He wrote for Vanity Fair. He also was part of that UK GQ edition. And so he's a guy that knew quite a few liberals. Now, here's what happened. In 2016, during the presidential campaign, he wrote quite a few flattering articles about Donald Trump and some of the folks within the campaign. So, in essence, did he flatter his way inside the White House to write this book? It appears that that's the case. But look, I got to tell you, this book, Donald Trump says it's filled with lies, but let's take Donald Trump off the shelf for just a moment and put everything to the side. The truth of the matter is Michael Wolff's own words in the foreword to the book. He even admits, well, not quite sure if this is true, but this is my version of the truth. That's his words in the foreword. He explained specifically what he means by that. He said, look, I got so many different accounts of what was going on that Michael Wolff, the author, decided to choose his version, what he thought was the truth. And that's what you get in this book. And so how much of this book is true? 60%, 70%, 72%, 43%? We don't know. But even if it's not 100% true, then how can you really trust any of it at that point? I mean, where is the journalistic standard today? And I think that's some of the concern, not just from conservative outlets, but the Washington Post and the New York Times also calling Michael Wolff out in terms of how he went about and sourced this book. Can I make a quick aside, narcissistic note? If you'd like to read a full, factual and true book, my book on Donald Trump is coming out, The Faith of Donald Trump, February 13th. And oh, by the way, yes, I interviewed Donald Trump for the book in the Oval Office along with Vice President Mike Pence twice. Now that is news you can count on. David Brody here in the CBN Newsroom.